Hello everybody and welcome back to Art Shop channel. If you've been watching my other clips, you'll know that I'm in the middle of making a Zumba teacher, and here she is. And I thought it might be a good idea to, in polymer clay, write Zumba over the wood in different places. So I just wanted to do a clip to show you how I do that. And then you could use this for any letters really, and yeah, go from there. Okay, so I've got my 5 colours because we've got 5 letters to make, funnily enough, for Zumba, and I'll show you what I do with that. I'm just placing them on the table here in the sort of colour order I want. You know, I've got pinks, orange, yellow, a red and a purple. So I think that will be the order that I will do it in. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the Z out of pink. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And what we do is we get our pink, which is this, funnily enough, and we just roll it up. So this is polymer clay, don't forget. There's all different I was going to say varieties then, but different makes, is it? What's the word? I can't think. Different, oh God, I can't think today, but you know what I mean. Okay. And yeah, so I'm just kneading that. And this particular polymer clay I'm using is quite soft anyway, so it's quite good. I find if you use Fimo, you have to, the brand, that's the word, brand. Fimo brand is a little bit harder, but it's just as good, but you just need to knead it more. And yes, that's very good. So there you go. I'm just kneading that like that. And I'm going to make the Z, believe it or not. So what we're going to do is, I'm not too sure exactly how much I'm going to use, so I'm going to take a bit off to start with. And you need to make a sausage. And something like that. So see what I did there? I just rolled it and pulled it at the same time. You could roll it on your foil. Don't forget to use foil, because if you've got a dirty area, which is not good, it will stick like dust and anything you've got around onto your polymer clay, and that won't be good. So I've just done that, and what I'm going to do is make a Z. Now I'm going to try and make these roughly the same size. So I just need to make the Z. Now, it's just a case of messing about, one of my favourite lines, with the clay. So I've got my Z there, see? But what I'm going to do is put it down on, well, I've got another piece of foil that's going to go in the oven because we need to bake these, remember? And to make them go hard. And I'm just going to push that down and put it on my actually I can leave it there and then show you. So I've done, or I've made the Z, and then what I'm going to do is put a little bit of detail on it to make it a little bit funky. And I'm going to use the end of a pencil for that, not the sharp end. That's the sharp end. This end, the top, okay? Because I'm trying to make these videos for you guys to try and do, and without buying all the equipment, like these sort of things, all the little bits and pieces, yeah? So, yeah, I'm trying to do that. So, what we're going to do, I'm not too sure if this is going to work. I'm going to put the end and push it in to the clay to see if I like. And the first thing I've noticed is the end of the pencil has come off and it's now stuck in the clay. So I'm going to use the pointy end of the pencil to get that out. So there we go. So that's the first fail of the day, but not to worry, we're going to get over it. So I've taken it out and I'm just going to push down with the top of the pencil, which I've done. And I'm just going to mess about with it slightly. And I might be able to show you without picking it up. Now, it's a bit of a organic look. But, yeah, see that? I'm going to go with it, okay? Because like I say, I like to show you how to do this with things you'd have around your home or office. You might be doing it in the office, I don't know. You know, you might have no work. You think, what shall I do? I know. I'll watch Simon's video and I'll make some luxury letters out of modern clay. Not modern clay, polymer clay. And not get any work done. But don't blame me when your boss tells you off. Okay? You know what I mean? I'm saying? You do, you do. That's great. Right, now I'm going to go on to the next colour, which is orange. And I'm just going to need that. This one's a little bit sticky. And like I said before, some of these colours, when you use them, are more sticky than others. And I'm sure it's down to the colour. And it might be what chemical they put in there to make that work. But I'm no expert on this. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, okay? You know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do, you do. That's great. Okay, so now we're going to do the U for the Zumba. So again, just roll out the sausage. Don't worry if it's a little bit bigger, because it all adds to the effect. Try to keep it the same size, but yeah. So now I've got my U. See that? That's a U. So I'm just going to place it down next to my Z to see if I like it, and I do. You know I do. So let me see if I can show this without it all collapsing. So there you go. We've got Zumba, or Zoom. We've got Zoo at the moment. Need a bit more than that. Now, will I use the same end, or will I try something different for you guys? I think I will keep to the same theme and just use the back of the, or the top of the pencil. So I'm just going to push that in, and hopefully the end won't break off into it. And guess what? It did. So I'm going to show you that. So try to get a pencil or pen that doesn't break. And I'm just going to try and flick that out, which I've managed to do. And just touch that back up. And there. So now you can see I've got not a black end. Oh my God, that sounds a bit wrong. But anyway, yeah. So there we go. We got it there. A little bit of a zoo going on. So now we got to do the, what is it? We got to do the M. That's right. So I need to clean my hands because the next color I'm using is yellow. And that's a lighter color than the ones I've been using. And I've got dirty hands now, so I just need to clean them off and get the orange and pink off. Now, I didn't worry too much about the washing them before, because the pink and the orange, I thought, oh, it's not going to, the color's not going to run into each other. That's why I didn't do that, guys. You know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do, that's great. So now, I've got the yellow. And like I said, it's a lighter color, so I don't want to transfer any residues. Residues, is that a good word? I think it is. Residues of the pink and the orange from my handies to the clay, okay? Right, so now I got wet hands, so I just need to dry that off. I'll dry that off camera. You don't want to see me do that, do you? No, you don't. Okay, so now they're dry. So now I'm going to get my yellow, that's the word, and just make sure my hands are clean. They are. And I'm just going to knead that through, okay? So knead. Okay. That's be a good workout for your fingers, I think. Get those muscles kneading, guys, you know what I mean? A bit like when you make knead bread and all that sort of thing. Sometimes that could be quite hard work and get a bit of a sweat on. But, you know, I don't like to do that. Well, I do like to make bread, but I haven't done it for a while. Perhaps I'll do a little video on that and go off on a tangent and do something completely different. But anyway, let's make another little sausage. Try to keep it the same size. And I don't know why I'm talking in this voice, but hopefully it's making you titter. If you don't know what a titter is, then look it up, okay? In that little search engine. I won't say the name because a lot of people use the same one, I believe. So we got this going on, and it's far too much. I can see that's far too much, that little worm. So what do we need? M, that's right. So actually, I might need all this after all. So I'm just going to mess about with it just for a second. Now, do I do it something like this? No, I don't think I do. I think I'm going to place it on here and do one side, and I'm going to cut that off. Now I need to cut that off, Now, when you cut that off, you need to use something that you wouldn't usually use for food. So don't use a knife you use for food. So you probably want to get a knife just for cutting things. And I can't seem to find mine. Like a craft knife, that might be good. Now, I should have this already, guys. I do apologize, and I can't find the craft knife. Where is it? There it is. So there, have a craft knife. Don't use anything you would use for food, because that's a definite no-go. You have cross-contamination, and then that'd be all wrong. So don't use anything you would normally use for food to make anything that I'm showing you to make at Side Shop Channel. Okay? So I'm going to cut that off. And what I'm going to do is just see if I put that on there and then do that. Is that going to look good? Might do. Yes, I think it will. So I need to, I've got too much there, so I'm just going to get rid of that. But I need to make a nice, like, curve bit there. I'll show you in a moment, guys. Bear with me, bear with. And I'm going to push that on there. And then try to, that's a little bit, yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so let me show you that. I'm pleased with that. So we got M. Yep, we got M. I'm just trying to think where I'm going to put the M on, because I'm thinking like Zumba, Z-U-M. So the M needs to fit in there. And I might squeeze that just to make it a little bit more easier for me to stick it on later, which I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so now we've got the M. Like I say, they're not completely the same size, but it's organic. Remember that, guys. And it's the way you do it that matters. Okay, so now I'm just going to use that little pencil again and push the indentations. Remember that word, indentations? To make it a little bit interesting. I mean, you could do anything on it, really. It's up to you what you make, how you make it look. You could put little glitter on it afterwards. You could put little balls on it out of polymer clay and stick that on. But I'm not doing that. Well, I don't think I am at the moment. So zoom. We've got zoom now. Now we need a little b, a zoom. Okay, so now I'm going to just wash my hands. Probably best if you just wash your hands after every time you change your color on your polymer clay, guys. And don't listen to what I say about it. Not mixing, just in case you do mix it. Okay? Dry that off. So now we're going to use a red. And I know I'm going to get loads of red on my hands. And that's not going to be good. So the next one after this, for color-wise, is purple. So I'm definitely going to have to clean. See, look, I just touched it, and look how much that's gone on there. And it's a trait with red on this particular brand. So anyway, not to worry. So now we got what? But what do we need? We need a b. So let's get a b going. So how am I going to do that? I just making it up as I go along. So get a little sausage again. And then I could wrap it around like this and like that. I might do that and then show you again. So it's not level, but I think we might do it something like that. Or shall I do it where it meets like that? Yeah, something like that. Can you see that? I'm probably around the wrong way. I'm not too sure how you see it, your end. Hopefully you see it around the right way. So we'll leave it like that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to do that again. Oh, not very sausage-like. So let me do that again for you. Yeah, it's a good thing about this. You can keep going over it and over it until you're happy with it. Okay, so now we're going to do that. Now, I've just forgotten what I did. So bear with me a moment. B, so that's right. And then I push that on there and then mess about with it. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Let me try and get it the same size. Okay, so we got a B going on. I might use that just to push that up a bit. Okay, B, B, B. Is that a B? Does that look like a B? It sort of looks like a B. Okay, am I happy with that B? Yeah, kind of. Let me just get that. Yeah. So there we go. We got zoom, zoom. And now I'm going to go and use the top of my pencil just to push that down, give it some indentations again. Remember, look it up if you don't know what an indentation is. Give it a bit of interest. So I'm just going to flatten that down a bit, make it a bit more beefied. That's a word, beefied. Yeah, so go, there we go. So now we got Zumba. Now we need to clean our hands, remember? And we're going to use a, oh see, my hands are really, really red. So this might be a bit tricky to get it all off. So bear with me while I just do that. Talk amongst yourselves, or shall I sing to you? Oh no, I better not do that. I don't think that's good. So I'm going to need another piece, because look how red that's got. That's very red. So we don't want that. So now I'm just going to rub that out. But the next color is purple, so I'd probably get away with it if there is a little bit of red left on my hands. And again, why am I speaking in this accent? But let me know in the comments below if you like me speaking like this. You know, and with all my little accents. I don't know what the accent is because I'm making it up, but you know, if it makes it entertaining for you, that's the main thing. You know what I mean? What I'm saying? You do. That's great. Even the line behind me knows what I'm saying. Well, he should do. He's been there for a while. You know what I mean? One day I'll show you guys how I made that. Okay. Let me dry my hand. Because this is organic. Because I don't cut my clips or anything. I just keep everything in. Warts and all. So you can just see the lot. I think that's better. Because we're all human at the end of the day. Well, most of us are. And, yeah. I just want to show you how it is. Now, I've got this purple, but there's not much there. I don't really see that. So what I'm going to do is try and get it out, because I can't do that either. Yes, there's my purple, but there's not much of it. So I'm going to see if I got another one open. Change color or something. No, that's black. Let me just see. That's the same color. It's not the same purple, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them together, because it'll still be slightly purple. Well, it will be purple, but a different shade of purple. So what I'm going to do is just open this one. Take a bit of that out and mix it with the purple I've got here. Now this one's quite hard. Hard? Let's be hard. So I'm just going to, see I've got two different purples there? You can see that? You can. That's great. So what I'm going to do is just mix those together. Okay? And this one is harder. Don't ask me why. Some of them are really soft, some of them are really hard. So perhaps the manufacturer can tell me why some are so hard and some are not. Because they're all kept in the same spot. You know what I mean? So the environment's not different, so it can't be anything to do with that. Okay, so let me just do this a bit more. And what am I doing now? Zumba. We need an ah. So what I'm going to do is keep mixing this. So you want to make sure it's all completely mixed, which it is. You see that? We're all mixed in. So now we're going to do an A, but I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to take a little bit off, because in the middle of an A, you got the middle bit. And I find it's easier if you do it like, oh, excuse me, like that. Oh, that's not good. You don't see me burp, do you? That's not very professional at all. But, you know, I'm human at the end of the day, and that's the way I roll, okay? So apologies if, you know, well, it wasn't loud anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, oh, I did it again. Oh, what food have I been eating? Okay, let's do this. If I can do it without burping. If you know what a burp is, if you don't, look it up. So now we got our A, so I'm going to do something like that. Ooh. And I'm going to drop it at the same time. So there's our A. And then there's our little bit. I'm going to make a little sausage fit in there. So let me do that now. Okay. So you just roll it up into a ball and a little bit of a sausage. Okay. So something like that. See that? You can, that's great. So now I'm just going to make sure that's the same sort of size, and it is. And then I'm going to put this in. And then I will show you before I do the what's the word? I'm going to do the indentations. You know what I mean? What I'm saying? You do. That's great. Make it a bit like an A. Better A. Oh yeah. Okay. So now we got our Zumba. I think that's how you spell it. Hopefully it is. Otherwise we've got issues. Okay. Zumba. So now I'm going to put my indentations with the top of my pencil. And just push that around like that. Okay. And then that goes like that. So now we have roughly the same size thing. So it's organic. So I don't use any stamps or anything like that. I just make it up because I'm organic like that. So Zumba. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is stop this clip because it's 20 minutes already. And if you're still watching me, thank you for watching me. So thanks very much. Just appreciate it. And I'm going to bake this I think it's about 110 degrees there for about 20 minutes, but it depends how big your pieces are. But I usually find that's about right, and I don't really have a problem. And then they go hard, like your hands and your feet. And then what I'm going to do is bring it back, let it cool down, and then I'm going to place it on here in different places, the Z and the U and all that, see if I like it. And if I do, I'm going to stick that on with a bit of glue. And yeah, then that'll be finished. And that's all ready to give to my Zumba teacher because she's leaving us this week because she wants a rest. And I'm not surprised because she's very energetic. No, she's very energetic. That's the word. Yeah, we need to support her as much as we can. So I think she'll find this very good, very funny. And she can put it on a wall in her house and look at it every day when she's resting. Okay? And yeah, so I'm going to go now because I'm going off on a tangent. And it's just over 20 minutes. And yeah, I'm speaking fast because I need to stop it. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and do whatever it is you're supposed to do. Because it gets me noticed. All right? And I can't even speak. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the oven and bake it. So I'll be back soon, guys. Thanks for watching.